we're back. What's going on, fellow YouTubers? People that like to watch YouTube and everything else. Just wanted to give you like a mini episode. Nothing long, nothing extravagant, or yada yada yada. I'm gonna break down a couple little things real quick to help others in their journey. My back's itching. On their journey on, doing anything, because it's a real good habit to do what I'm about to show you. But anyway, I want to give you an update. I didn't want to bore you guys with let's put the oil pan back on, let's put the motor in, because I struggle like a motherfucker putting the motor back in by myself. I did it in about an hour. Of course, the cars tore apart, this and that. But I struggled. I mean, trying to line it up with the K-member and jack and, hoist and everything else. But check it out. I got it back in. She's sitting in there fine. Need to tighten up all points of contact. Need to tighten up the bell housing. Need to tighten up the motor mounts. Need to tighten up the A-frame, or the K-member, going to the car. I mean, everything is snug, but it's not like really tight. I got out here and looked earlier, and I was like, oh Jesus. I was like, man, I'm gonna have to cut like way up inside of this thing to get that Holley and that TIC Performance air-to-water intercooler to sit in here. I mean, I'm gonna have to cut. Here's kind of like a good view of where everything's sitting. I mean, we're sitting back quite far. So we're gonna have to definitely do some cutting. And I don't know what's gonna happen with this situation. Like the windshield wiper. I might be able to get away with like cutting around it. Hopefully, maybe to get around, like not cutting towards the pop rivet there. If not, I mean, we might just have to do away and come up with something else. But I wanted to give you a little update. This is kind of what I do when I take something apart and have a lot of shit. I label it. I put it in a bag. This one here says 8-arm bolts, driver side, extra washer, front side. Then, of course, this is passenger side, 8-arm bolts, extra washer, very front. I do that because, I mean, nobody's ever gonna remember like where every bolt goes. Now, I'm gonna tell you, my brother-in-law taught me a shit ton when I was a kid. In my teenage years, Joey Baggett taught me a lot. I mean, he's a full-fledged mechanic. He's been supervisor at a Virginia Beach garage for police cars and everything else. I've never seen that man just like put something in a bag or anything else. He just like picks it up and throws it in there. Not me. I've got a lot of bolts and nuts that need to go somewhere and not remembering where it's at, because probably half the time I've been drinking a little bit of beer. Not gonna lie. So, just for this little mini episode, guys, girls, kids, children, label your bolts. I literally have a like a container downstairs with a lid on it that holds everything, that holds all my bolts. that are inside of bags and stuff that are labeled and everything. That's just me being anal, but it's not really being anal if you get that many bolts and you don't know where everything goes. But yeah, I just wanted to give you an update. Motor is in car. Probably tomorrow I'm going to have to map out the whole, let's figure out where the Holley and TIC Performance intake shit goes. I'm gonna get the A arms up tonight. That way they're not just looking, man, these things, they look like they're just dead in the wind. Luna's getting bigger. Luna, come here. Sit. Good girl. Luna's getting bigger. Give you a public service announcement on that. She's getting bigger. What you doing, Luna? What you doing, Luna? Shake. Shake. Good girl. But yeah, so I just wanted to give an update. Motor's in the car. Didn't want to bore y'all with putting the oil pan back on. And I got the I don't really, hold on, let's see if I gotta see if I can get some light on the situation. I got the ICT billet. Let me zoom in a little bit. Got the, you probably, yeah, you can kind of see it. Got the ICT billet distribution block that goes to your turbo, the oil feed, already on. I put that on right before I put it in here. It is ICT. I know people knock their shit or whatever, but fit up right nice. Lubed up the old O-ring and throw it right on through the plugs in, and there we go. But yeah, just a little update. Got the motor in. Hopefully tomorrow get it cut out. And I'd like to get the intake and stuff on tomorrow. Oh fuck. Well, there goes that. But anyway, having a little trouble. I told you that this was on the first episode, or the first video that I was putting out, that y'all were gonna follow me on my journey. I was already struggling or whatever. Well, guys, I'm struggling again. Everything was going good. Kind of got back with the baby mama, this and that, and everything else, and then all of a sudden, boom. She leaves the house and goes back to her apartment and got a boyfriend. I haven't talked to my kids in a week, so I'm kind of a little stressed out. I don't understand. I think her grandma's kind of peer pressuring her, doing a lot of stuff, and we left on good terms. Tuesday I come home from work and we ate dinner. She said she was going to go back to her place. We were going to go get these bunny rabbits and stuff like that for the kids. We were going to keep them here. And Wednesday, I texted her. I gave her time. I get home at 2 o'clock every day. I texted her around 4. I was like, where you at? She was just like, oh, I'm eating dinner with Grandma. I was like, well, aren't we supposed to go get the bunny rabbits? She's like, yeah, we are, And then next thing I know, boom, Facebook, social media, fuck you up every time. She had a picture of her holding hands with a guy in a relationship. And I haven't talked to the kids since Tuesday. I've messaged her, I don't know how many times, this and that, yada, yada, yada. You can follow my Facebook. I mean, it's Will Acra, A-C-R-A. I mean, you can see that, you know, there's tons of footage of me hanging out with the kids here at the house, her here. Hers is actually Vaught, V-A-U-G-H-T. You just scroll back through her timeline. I mean, it just kind of like obsesses about it. I know I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm kind of just overwhelmed because it's already just hit me, and I told y'all that I was going to bring you on an adventure with me, and it's like a light switch that I'm dealing with. I'm very sad. I actually had dinner with a very nice girl yesterday. But, you know, I'm really just sad. Sad, depressed, and wondering why I can't talk to my kids. If you guys could give this video a thumbs up, comment, like, subscribe, I mean, I'd really appreciate it. I know it's kind of started off good, but ended up bad. Going through a tough time. Any support would help. Just wanted to give you an update on the Transgression Corvette. We got the motor in, got the K member up. I mean, I'm trying to stay busy and keep mine focused. But thanks, guys. Comment, like, subscribe. Thank you. Oh, and you ain't got nothing to do? Get out in the garage. Sweep the floor, sweep dirt, look, I ain't even finished mine yet. I got this going on. Need to finish it. I'm just retarded. I got all kinds of shit growing in my garage. I gotta winterproof it here soon. But yeah, get out in your garage. If you're bored, you ain't got nothing to do, and you ain't got no money, sweep the floor. Look at what you got going on. Figure it out. Think about things. And I love you guys.